Hi everyone, I'm Eoghain Fitzgerald, Content Director and Drive Time Presenter at Spin Southwest, and I present the afternoon Drive Time show Spin Hits with Unfits, Monday to Friday, 3 to 7. And I hope you're enjoying the course. It's so much fun learning about radio. Maybe you've had no experience before, or maybe you've a load of experience and you're looking to top up those skills. I hope you've enjoyed the course. It's so much fun learning about radio. I'm here today to talk to you about your CVs and demos and how to approach content controllers like myself and do it correctly. So here's some advice. First of all, we're going to take a look at your demo, okay? So your audio is very important. You need to get this right. You need to nail this absolutely perfect. And I've got 3 easy tips, so listen up. Step number 1, okay, is be yourself. Don't try and be Plan with Joyce. Don't try and be Ed Roach. Don't try and be Ray Foley. Don't try to be Eoghain Fitz. You have to be you. Your unique selling point is you, your personality, and what you can bring to the radio station. So I want to hear your voice and I want to hear your personality. I want to hear you at the start of the demo as well. I don't want to hear a big long intro. I don't want to hear a minute of David Guetta and BB Rexa. I've heard that 50 million times. I want to hear you. Fade very quickly out of a song or straight into your voice. And get me at the start. Think about a hook and tease. What's going to make me go, oh, I like this person. They have a great voice. That was very funny. I think we should interview them. I think they'd be great for our radio station. So, number 1, be yourself. Have your voice at the start and entertain me. Have a good start, middle and end to your demo. I want to start listening and go, yep, this is good. Keep me listening and then want me more at the end. Okay, so that's very important. Be yourself and put your voice at the start of the demo. Fade in and out of music very quick. I know what the songs sound like. I want to hear what you sound like. Second of all is tailor your demo to the radio station you're applying for. So if you're applying here to Spin, I want to hear a Spin demo. There's no point of you playing something that they play in classic hits and putting it into Spin demo. For me, that's a no-no straight away. I'm going to close that email and I'm not going to hire you. You need to know what you're applying for. Tailor your demo for each station. If you're applying to Spin, make it a Spin demo, content breakfast show, or talking over 10 Spin hits in a row and brand new music. Listen to the station you're applying for. Get a feel for it. I know it's hard when you don't have the experience being in there, but it's all about practice and putting these demos together. If you're applying for classic hits, well, you're going to have the best of 80s and 90s. You're not going to put David Guetta and BB Rex in it. It doesn't make sense. If it's Radio 1, if it's Today FM, tailor it to that radio station. If you've got the equipment at home and you've got the editing tools, take your time with it, apply for the job and do it in the style of that radio station. And then the third thing is read the brief. Read the advertisement. What are they looking for? Are they looking for a flexible part-time presenter? Are they looking for a full-time presenter with 5 years experience? When you're applying, know what you're applying for. Very simple. If you know what you're applying for, you can tailor your demo and your CV around it. A lot of people sometimes don't look at what the station's looking for. So if we ask for a 3-minute demo, if you give me a 6-minute demo, you haven't read the brief. Stick to what we tell you. Look what they're advertising for. If it's a jock who can talk over short music, if it's someone who can be a street team member and drive a car, just be careful what you're applying for. If it says 3 minutes demo, give them a 3-minute demo. So there's your 3 tips for a demo straight away. Number 1, be yourself, have you at the start and put your personality in. Number 2, tailor it to that radio station. And number 3, read the brief. Be very careful. Give them what they're asking for and they'll be really happy. So they're the 3 steps for your demo. And entertain. Entertain and make sure it's an MP3. Make sure the quality is good and also as well, make sure it's edited properly. You know, you might be able to do it live like you would in a normal radio station, so you're probably going to voice it yourself and drop in the music at home. That's perfectly fine, but make sure that it's edited perfectly. Going on to the CV then, very important as well, is tailor your CV to who you're applying for. 5-6 pages of a CV is just too long for a program director to read through. I want to see who you are, where you're from, and what your experience is. Do you have radio experience? Or maybe you're new. If you're new, well, tell me you're new to media and you're trying to get in. Or if you have loads of experience, put it down. You don't need to go into too much detail because we'll talk about that if we do an interview. But I just want to see who you are. I want to see what you've done and I want to see what your interests are as well. I'm not really interested in, what medals you got when you were 12. But I want to know if, you've done a radio course. I want to know if you've done a photography course. I want to know if you're a podcaster and if you've got a passion for media. If you're a DJ and you DJ in clubs, let me know. If you're a producer and maybe you want to make documentaries, maybe you've made documentaries yourself and they're online, send me your SoundCloud, send me your Spotify. So the thing with the CV when you're applying is keep it quite short, keep it easy to read. Get advice from people about putting a CV together. There's a lot of media type CVs that people put in, and they're actually quite impressive. They've moved on an awful lot from the kind of standard Word doc. So have a look, have a talk with your lecturers and just see, can you get a good template for sending a CV? If it's clean, if it's to the point, it's easy to read. And that for me is the big thing with a CV. If it's easy to read, for me to read, well, then I'm going to be more interested in talking to you. So be very careful as well what you put in. Make sure you tailor it to what you're applying for. So that's my advice. I hope it helps. I hope you enjoyed the course so far. And just remember, keep your demo to the brief. Keep your demo well edited. Keep your demo tailored to the radio station and be yourself. And keep your CV nice and tight and clean. Make it easy for me to read. And make sure you get that info across. And very important as well, when you're applying for the job, if you're emailing, if it's not through a website and you're just emailing the program director directly, that was hard to say, be very careful that you don't copy and paste from other radio stations, because it's very easy to put in Dear Live 95 and send it to Spin. Look, get your grammar right. Look over things, especially with your demo as well and your CV and your email. Look over something. Get someone to check it as well if you have anyone in the industry for a bit of advice. And just make sure everything's spot on, because it will really help with your application. Thanks a million. I hope this really helped. If you ever need anything in the future, reach out. And big thank you to Learning Waves for having me here this afternoon. It's a fantastic course, and to learn from people in the industry as well. So thanks a million, and best of luck with your career.